polygon. If it is joined by a freehand curve, then we will be getting a frequency curve. Is it clear? So now I think it should be visible. Now, many a times you can draw the frequency polygon and frequency curve even without the drawing the histogram. Now, all that you have to do is, if that is the case, now just try to imagine that there is no histogram. Okay. So, without histogram, also you can draw the what? Frequency polygon and frequency curve. Now, if that is the case, the first and foremost thing is you have to calculate the class midpoints. Now, here 10, 20. So, what's the class midpoint? So, 10 plus 20 divided by 2. So, what I told you, this is average of the LCL, lower class limit plus UCL, upper class limit. So, you get 10 plus 20, okay, 30 by 2. So, that is nothing but 50. So, you get the first number is 50. Now, next number will be 25. Next is 35. So, next is 45. Next one will become 55. Now, if this is the case, now here without histogram if you have to draw, now what you will do, you will take the same x and y axis. Now here what was that I had written? So this is 5 same units you can write 10, 15, 20. Now this is 25. This is actually a frequency, okay? Or what you say, number of items. Now here, instead of the price or class interval, now you will be marking the class midpoints. Now first number is 15. So you can start with 15. Now next is 25. Next is 35. So next is 45. Now next is 55. Now here, I hope all of you know this one. You can just show that fonts baseline or you say breakup. Because now this number is not taken into account. From here to here you will not be taken into account. Now from here to here you will take the units into account. Okay, that means when you are writing the scale on the x-axis, so x-axis says 1 centimeter equal to 10 units. Now what you do, now you have to mark like this. So class midpoint is 15 and frequency is 5. So this is 15, this is 5. So you will plot the point here. Now this is 25. Okay, now 25 and 10. This is one number. Now next you have 35 and 20. So this is 35. This is 20. Now next you have 45 and 6. So this is 45. Now 6 will be higher than this. Okay. Now 55 and 4. So 55 and 4. Now like this you will get the plotted points. So then you join them. If it is polygon, you will join them by means of a straight line. Okay. Now otherwise, if it is frequency curve, you will be drawing this by means of a freehand curve. So this will become now. Okay. Now frequency polygon. So understood? Okay. Now the last graph is called now O gives. Okay. Now, if it is frequency curve or frequency polygon, you will be taking the class interval and this frequency. But whereas you have to draw the O give curves, you have another set of frequencies and they are called cumulative frequencies. If I remember, now one of the classes I had told you also how to find the cumulative frequencies. Now if you take this table, now you see that this is frequency. Okay. Now for this you will be calculating two more sets of values. One is called less than cumulative frequency, another one called more than cumulative frequency. Okay. So the basic difference is that in case of frequency curve, you will be using the class midpoint, okay, along with the frequencies, and then you will draw the whatever it is, the frequency curve. But on the other hand, suppose you have to draw the Ogilvy curves, you will not be using the entire class interval. You will have only either less than LCL values, that is the lower control limit, that is the less than LCL value you will be using, or you will be using UCL, that is lower class limit, or you will be using the upper class limit. Suddenly I jumped to second year, I'm sorry. Now, how to find out LCM? So, this is the first number here, 5. Now, you start with the first number, this is 5, then add this. So, 10 plus 5, this is 15. Now, 20 plus 5, 35. Now, 6 plus 35, this is 41. Now, this is 45. Now, add and see whether you get 45. So, this is 15, 35, 39. Okay. So, is it clear? Now I have told you, so if it is LCM, it starts with a lesser value and gradually increases. So this is how you have to differentiate. This increases and decreases, but here it is in the increasing order. Starts with a L means lesser value, gradually increases. And this will coincide. Now coming to MCM. So the same thing you will do from the last observation. So here this is 4. Now 4 plus 6, 10. Now 10 plus 20. 30, 30 plus 10, 40, 40 plus 5 is 45. So if it is MCM, now it's more, maximum value starts with the maximum value and gradually it decreases. Okay. Now, if at all you have to draw the Ogilvy curves, now there are two types of Ogilvy curves. So one is like this, name less than Ogilvy. Okay. Now another one is more than Ogilvy. So what is it? Less than Ogilvy, another one is more than Ogilvy. Now if at all you have to draw the less than Ogilvy, so same time you will take the x-axis and the y-axis. Now this is less than cumulative frequency. On the y-axis instead of frequency, now we will be using LCM. Now here it is, L means lower, so it is opposite, UCL values. That means you will be using the upper class limit. Now these are all upper class limit. On the right hand side, these are all UCL values. Left hand side values, now they are all lower class limit. They are called LCL values. So you will be taking now only one set of class limits. Now on the other hand, suppose you want to draw more than Ogilvy. Now you will be using same time. Now here you will be using MCR along with LCM. M is maximum, so opposite. So this is lower class limit. So is it clear? Now just you have to remember. So this is easy way to remember. L is less, so U is upper maximum value. Here M is maximum, so here L is this way you have to use. Now for this problem I shall draw both the curves. Now you can find out the difference between the two. Okay. So I will write it here. So LCL and UCL for which one? Less than Ogilvy. So another one is LCL. Okay. Now another one is what? MCL for which one? More than Ogilvy. Now, this will not come into picture, so you can remove this. Now, you see here, something like this we have. Okay. Now, first one, LCM is marked on the y-axis. Now, you take this number, so 5 to 45. So, if you want, you can take 5, this is 10. 15, otherwise should we take 10, 20? It is better I think. Okay, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Now what are these values? So these are our LCM. Opposite. This is L means less. So this is maximum. So you have to take the upper values. Okay. So first number is 20. Now next one 30. Next is 40. Next is 50. Next one is 60. What are these numbers? You see. Here 20 to 30, it is difference is 10, but that's why you can show this. Okay. So LCM on the which axis? Y axis. UCL on the X axis. So next you can plot now. So first number. So 20 against 5. Okay. This is 20. Which axis? X axis. Okay. LCF is this. So 20 and 5. So somewhere here. Now next, this is 30. So 30 and 50. This is 30. So this is 50. Next, this is 40. This is 35. This is 40. This is 35. Next, you have 50 and 41. 50, 40, 40. So next one, 60. This is 60, 45. 60 and 45. So somewhere here, like this. Now you see, so this is also a free hand curve. Now you have to join this. So as I told you, LCM, it starts with a lesser value and gradually increases. So this is also an increasing curve. So less than okay is an increasing curve. So you can write this as now. Less than okay. Okay. So obviously the scale you will have to write. So x-axis and y-axis both it is same. So you can take 1 centimeter equal to 10 units. Okay. Now the last one we have more than OK. Okay. Now if this is an increasing curve, now more than OK will be a decreasing curve. Now I should retain the same numbers. Because see on the y-axis you have the same numbers. Okay. So I have retained this one. So this is your now MCF values. And here now what are the numbers? You have to start from 10. So this I will run. Now you can take the lower values. So one is 10. Next is 20, 30, 40 and 50. Now what are these numbers now? So these are our LCM values. Okay. Now same way. So now 10 class limit, lower class limit. Okay. Now 10 is this one. Against now MCF. This is 45. This one you have to take. I think I should rub this one. Okay, now you have 10, 45. So this is 10, this is 40. So somewhere here, next one, this is 20. So 20 against 40. So 20 and 40. Okay, next you have 30. So 30 and 30, 30 and 30. Okay, next one, this is 40 and 10. 40, 10. Last one, this is 50 and this is 4. Here, something like this. So the day you have joined x-axis, now you have to join to the y-axis also. So like you have MCF is the maximum to the least value decreases. So this is also a decreasing curve. Okay. I hope you have understood. Now yet another average is there. Now that is called median. So using the OQ curves, now you can locate the median. Now all that you have to do is, so same method. Now instead of taking LCL and UCL, now take the entire class interval. Now take both MCF and UCF together. That is LCF, sorry. So that means the cumulative frequencies you will take together. Okay. Then after that, draw the less than OQ curve, draw the more than OQ curve. Now there will be one intersection point. So draw a perpendicular to the x-axis. So measure this number. Whatever this number you get, now that will be your median. So understood? So therefore you say median is nothing but one of the averages. So median is located by means of the OQ curves. Now other than this, now you will be learning something about partitional values. You have deciles, quartiles, percentiles. So there you will be learning more using the less than OQ curve. So is that clear? Okay, hope all of you have understood.